In this video, I'm going to be showing you the best defensive badges for lockdown / small forwards in NBA 2K23. If you're new to the channel, my name is Lance Sessions. I'm the head coach for Bucks Gaming, which is a professional NBA 2K team in the NBA 2K League. And so how this is going to work is we got three categories: equip, 50-50, and then do not equip. 50-50 is kind of like you can in instances use these badges, but in generally they're not great. And so we're going to start with every single badges in this corner. When I drag them out, explain what I think about them. If you agree or disagree, drop it in the comments below. I'd love to learn and see like what people feel like with some of these badges, if they're good, if they're bad, and if it's different than what I feel. So first badge we're going to start with is Posterizer. I'm going to put on must equip for any lockdown. Just if you drive the lane, be able to get those dunks, just really secure those points for your team. Getting out in transition if you're in those one-on-one situations as a lock after you get a steal, I think Posterizer is going to really help kick in, help get you those extra points, and just kind of almost guarantee a point whenever you do get that situation to go up with it. The next badge we're going to be looking at is Rise Up. I'm going to put Rise Up as a do not equip badge. I thought about putting a 50-50 because, if you cut from the corner, then Pro Am and Rec, sometimes if you are a lock that get those just standing dunk animations, Rise Up could kick in. But generally, it's not a must-need badge, in my opinion. I think even some centers don't really need Rise Up like that as well, but Rise Up has its instances. I thought about him 50-50. I'm going to put Do Not Equip just because I think there's better badges. And then Fast Twitch. I'm going to also put on Do Not Equip. And again, the same kind of thing with Rise Up. I do think there could be instances maybe where Fast Twitch could kind of come in, but now we're getting to that world of how many finishing badges do you have? And so if you have a bunch, then of course, like, are you really a kind of a lockdown build? Can you shoot? Like, now we're getting into like specific types of builds. And so Fast Twitch, of course, it helps you go up before the defense can contest you when you're under the rim. So if you cut or cut from the corner, or if you're in park and you get to the rim, it has its moments where it can kick in. But in general, unless you have a ton of badges, Fast Twitch might not really be in one of those core kind of badge areas. The next badge is going to be Bully. I'm going to put this on Do Not Equip. I think Bully is a pretty decent badge, but you're not going to be, your strength's probably not going to be high enough to even unlock Bully. And so it's one of those badges where maybe it could be a 50-50, but you get into that range where what type of build did you actually make? Are you an actual lock, or now do you kind of have this hybrid build just to get a badge? So Bully's actually pretty good, but we're going to put on Do Not Equip because I just don't think it's necessary for a lock to have. Next badge is Masher. I'm going to put Masher on Do Not Equip as well. It has its moments, again, cutting, getting under the rim to be able to finish, but you're not really going to be put in a ton of situations where you need Masher compared to these other badges. And it kind of goes with the Fast Switch and Rise Up, really kind of center builds. If you're a lock that's really at the rim a lot, maybe you could think about using them. But in general, locks, they need to be able to shoot. So we're going to keep Masher on Do Not Equipped. The next badge is Limitless Takeoff. Limitless Takeoff we're going to put on Equipped. I think Limitless Takeoff is a must-have badge. I think it's right there with the importance of Posterizer. I think that both these badges go hand in hand, of course. So with Limitless Takeoff, it's just going to help you be able to dunk from farther away from the rim. So if you have the best dunk package, which is quick drops, Limitless Takeoff on silver is what you need it. I think an 80 dunk to unlock it. You're going to be able to just kind of take off from almost free throw line and get really good, almost unblockable dunk animations. So you cut out of the corner, you catch it, you can get those far ones in transition. You can almost just guarantee, again, like we talked about Posterizer, you can almost guarantee points with Limitless Takeoff. But it's definitely a must-have for lockdown / small forwards. Next badge is Aerial Wizard. I'm going to put Aerial Wizard as a 50-50 badge. The reason why Aerial Wizard for 50-50, I like the idea of being able to throw lobs to your lock, the cuts, all that type of stuff. So if you're a team that doesn't throw lobs, then this is not a badge to equip. But what I've seen in Pro Am and Rec and things, being able to just throw a lob to a lock is pretty good. So Aerial Wizard, I think, is going to put 50-50. If your team throws lobs, absolutely use it. If not, then of course maybe switch out with one of these ones. Next badge is Drop Stepper. I'm going to put on Do Not Equip. It's just not necessary to run Drop Stepper. You're a lock. You're going to be put in a lot of situations where you're going to cut or get the ball, post up, use Drop Step. It's just not necessary for this type of a build. The next badge is going to be Slithery. So Slithery, this was a tough one. So a part of me wants to go 50-50, but I'm actually just going to put it on Equipped. And again, this one might be kind of controversial. Some people don't like slithery. I do think slithery works. Helps you slide right through the defense, not as many like contact animations. And so as a corner player in Pro-Am and Rec with a lockdown, when you catch the ball and drive, slither just kind of helps you just, like I said, slide right through the defense. And then it kind of goes hand in hand with Posterizer Limitless. So if you slide through that first defender, you might be able to get that Limitless Takeoff to activate and then posterize people. So then they all go hand in hand, and especially in transition one-on-ones, you might be able to slide right through somebody, get a good layup. I think Slither is a great badge to have. Next one we're going to look at is Pro Touch. So Pro Touch I'm going to put as a 50-50. I do like Pro Touch if you run layup timing. So if you don't run layup timing, this badge is useless to you. Put it on Do Not Equipped. But if you run layup timing, layups almost just as overpowered as like dunks are. I've seen people green, 60, 70, 80% layups because they use the timing, and it's just kind of annoying. But if you run layup timing, I would suggest 100%. No, if you run layup timing, run Pro Touch 100%. But if you don't, then Pro Touch is not necessary. Dream Shake's going to be Do Not Equipped. I just think it's just kind of a useless badge. Back Down Punisher, again, kind of like what we talked about earlier with Drop Stepper. Back Down Punisher and Dream Shaker are both going to be Do Not Equip because you're not really going to put a lot of situations to use those badges. I don't think I have to go too in depth with those. Those are really just center type badges. Maybe if you get into the park area, you could talk a little bit more, but we're going to kind of focus not on locks that go down to post up people. Post Spin Technician, same thing. We're going to add on Do Not Equipped. Again, it goes right where with Dream Shake, Back Down, and Drop Stepper. It's just, you shouldn't really be utilizing those moves too often. And so just there's better badges to be equipped rather than those ones. Next one's Giant Slayer. Giant Slayer for me, I'm going to put on Do Not Equipped. There is an instance where I think it could go to 50-50, but most of your locks are 6'7", 6'8", 6'9". And again, there's not many situations unless you're going right at the center that you're going to be needing Giant Slayer. And I just think that now we're getting, again, back to how many finishing badges do you have. If you have a lot of finishing badges, it could go up to the 50-50 kind of range. But Giant Slayer to me is just not necessary for a tall lock build. Now, if you're 6'4", for some reason you're a 6'4", 6'5" lock, if they change anything, then Giant Slayer could probably be used with some of the other badges we talked about. Next badge is going to be Acrobat. So Acrobat, I'm going to put on Do Not Equipped. A part of me want to put on 50-50. I don't see too many people really using Euro steps and hop step dunks. If you have a lot of badges, I think Acrobat could be a 50-50 badge, but Do Not Equipped Acrobat in general, I just think that there's better badges to be equipped than Acrobat unless you really use those Euros and hops, because that's the only way to activate. So if you're not doing those, again, it's just kind of like, how many times can we have a badge activate and actually use the badge? So your play style, if you're using those, Acrobat's a great badge to have. And then last badge, we're going to have Fearless Finisher. I'm going to put on 50-50. So I do really like Fearless Finisher. Being able to take those contact layups and finish, and as a lock, whether you're in transition or you're cutting out of the corner, you are going to put yourself in situations where your contact is absolutely going to happen. And so being able to finish is going to help you get a lot more of those contact finishes that you need in those situations where you're, one-on-one, or, you finally get called to go on a cut, you get it, and now, the contact, you just want to be able to finish those moments in order for your team to, keep trying to build that confidence and throwing you the ball. And that'll be it for the best finishing badges for lockdown / small forwards in NBA 2K23. Like I said earlier, my name is Lance. I'm the head coach for Bucks Gaming. I have a link in the description below that will lead to my Discord. My Discord, I'm dropping tips about the NBA 2K League, how to make the 2K League, also just kind of things around NBA 2K23 in general, whether it be builds, badges, all that type of stuff. So if you're interested in any of that, join it. And also, if you want to play 2K with myself, whether it be Rec, Pro-Am, Park, any of that type of stuff, I also look for players to play with in there, make some content as well. So it's in the description below. If you enjoyed this video, consider subscribing, and I'll see you in the next one.